I'm the one who put it on my back though. I'm the one who's showing off the ankles. Came up off a dollar, so I'm thankful. You know I gotta get it to the bank close. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. These is all facts. Big twos, big checks, big racks, bro. Facts, bro. These is all facts. Who's this? Who's that? Shit whack, bro. Facts, bro. These is all facts. Men lie, women lie, stats don't. Facts, bro. Really big facts. Yeah. Yeah, me feel good to be an immigrant.
My name is Amina. I'm originally from Pakistan and I came here to America in 2003 and I've been here ever since. I lived in Pakistan until I was 6 or 7 years old, and it was, from what I can remember, because I was like very young, they're good memories. Like, I loved living there, and even when I go visit back now, it's like nostalgic going through all of that stuff again. But living there was fun. We were well off. Like, my family had great respect from everyone, so it was fun.
Hi, my name is Radia Ali and I am from Pakistan. I was born and raised here and I study at NJIT. Pakistani culture is very oriented around family. People in general, like, they love gatherings and like getting together and dressing up and eating good food, and we have a lot of customs and traditions. Pakistani culture is also very colorful. Like, we like to dress up and we like to have little like customs, like wedding customs. Everyone has wedding customs. Just in general, like the way we do things, we try to go big and we try to make sure like if it's like a dinner party, like people kind of dress up a lot. It's not like just a dinner party, like, oh, come over for dinner. It's more like, let's go all out. Every time, from what I remember.
Culture has been implemented in my family since the beginning. Like, we've always just like, since we moved here, we've always just been practicing it. Like, my parents made it their mission, I guess I want to say. Like, not literally. They like really instilled Pakistani culture into us, even though we moved here. But like, I also held on to that culture, and like my siblings held on to that culture, and we had family back in Pakistan. We still do, so we would communicate with them. So like, we never lost that connection with our family and with our culture. I would say that I myself tried to hold on to the memories I had in Pakistan, so I never let go of those things. So I guess that's one way I kept the culture instilled in, not just within me, but like my parents within my family. Like, my dad built a house in the city, and that's when I was born. Like, I was born after. So I was born in Gojra. It's like a city close to our village. And my dad was born in the village. All my siblings were like here and there, since my dad had a factory and everything. So he had I think a canola oil or some oil company, basically. So I remember when I was little, I used to go to it, and he would have a bunch of like sunflowers and like other like plants like in his fields, and that was like the best thing. Like, it was just like a snippet memory that I still hold on to. And we also had like acres of land where we had oranges and like mango trees, and spinach, I think. Random, but they love spinach. Like, the only memory I think I like remember is one time going out with my mom and like the ladies of the village, and we went and like picked up like spinach from our, like, I guess land, or like where we farm, and we just brought it back, and it was just like, that's some little memory I have of the village. My siblings have more of a connection to the village than I do, and I feel like I wish I was born a little earlier so I had that connection with the village, because like they hold on to more memories than I do, because I was only like 6 when we moved here, so I don't have that much. I hold on to whatever my parents and my siblings tell me. I like remember that stuff.
So I've actually lived in Pakistan for about 2.5, 3 years, and we lived with my mom's side of the family. The way you live in Pakistan is like you live with your whole extended family mostly. My dad's side has like a huge house, but it has individual mini apartments in the house with like everybody, and like our apartment wasn't ready at the time because we were young. And so we lived with my mom's family, and when I lived there, I was very used to like Pakistani culture, just how like they do this thing where they take a nap midday, like around 4 or 5 o'clock, like have a snack. Literally all the stores close down.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they still do that though. That was like
They
over
still do
10.
that.
Yeah, that was like over 10 years ago. But like it's like all of Pakistan shuts down around 4 p.m. It's for a nap, and then they like wake up and then they pray and eat and they go back to like life. So even though it's a city area, like very crowded, it's like here I would say like my dad always says that he never missed the shower because he works in New York City, so it's just as hectic there. So he never like really lost that feeling of chaos, or I guess you would say, because he's used to it. He never was like, oh, I'm moving from like a city area to a calm area. Like he still has that same lifestyle.
This is my favorite dress. It's like totally decked out. Like as you can see, like sparkles everywhere and embellishments.
My favorite thing about Pakistani culture is I think the fashion. I'm not that good at it. She's much better at it. It's just because I'm lazy. But then I think it's like so, like I just think of like couture and like glam. Like even our normal clothes are like
Lit.
yeah. I wasn't gonna say that, but okay.
They are. They're fire.
I know your favorite is food. Don't even deny.
I was gonna say food. I was thinking of something else to say, but it's food. So when I was in Pakistan, the city that we went to, it was called Lahore. People wake up at 1 p.m. there. They stay up all night eating. Like it's normal for restaurants to be open 24 hours over there. Even high-end restaurants are open late. So whenever you're hungry, like 3 a.m., you just get in your car and you go and you eat. You come back and it's just a very chill life, but only if you can afford it.
Yeah, I think
So-
our culture is revolved on food a lot.
Yeah, it is. It is revolved. So like people would wake up at like 1 or 2, and it's normal for them to wake up that early. And stores don't even open that like at 9 a.m. Stores don't open until like after like the
Very
prayer,
unusual.
like the Dhuhr prayer, which is at like 12. So we gotta.
So in Pakistani culture, it's very hard to separate religion and culture because we're very overall our culture is very modest, just like our religion, but there's certain things that are out there that aren't as abiding to our religion. Like we're predominantly a Muslim country, so Muslims are supposed to be humble and like keep modesty and not be out there and flashy, but our fashion is very, very flashy and very colorful, so like that's kind of like the opposite. So in certain ways it clashes, and I try my best not to be like the crazy all out, like there's certain fashions that are not even Islamically acceptable, so I don't wear like those type of fashions, but like I still like to wear like modern clothing in Pakistan. So I try to balance it out. I'll wear something much more modest than what they are, and I'll try my best to like just have a balance in between.
So like I think the fact that we went to Islamic school,
Like really opened our eyes
Yeah.
to what like Islam really is, and then what our culture is, and then when you put them like side by side, you're like, hold on, what our culture is doing is completely wrong from what like Islam.
okay,
is
it's not
telling.
completely
Okay,
wrong.
not completely wrong, but it's like completely.
There's like little things.
Little things that are like completely off from what like Islam is telling you.
And then like the whole scarf thing, like Pakistanis are so strict when it comes to dressing, but when it comes to like wearing the hijab, it's not a big deal. So I personally distinguish it more like if I have like a really critical decision to make, I'll obviously go to my religion, and because that's like right or wrong at the end of the day. Culture can be right and wrong. So right or wrong. So I would, but like for me, for the most part, it helps that our culture kind of instills, like, and our culture is very good on manners. So that helps with the religion part too. So the fact that our religion and culture kind of go hand in hand is how I take it.
So when I was little, my mom would always like tell me stories that were like it was basically about Islam, but it was like based off of our culture. It's like we were with India, like we were one state, right? Like we were one country. The Muslims in the country of India wanted to separate from India because they were Muslims, and Indians, like Hindu they were like conflicted, so they like separated and everything. So like our culture is so similar to like Indian culture, so we've been instilled with the culture, religion things from like way before.
A little, not too much.
I consider myself more Pakistani American than American Pakistani. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'm more cultural. Like in my family, we're still following like just like traditions, small things that we grew up with. So yeah.
I consider myself Pakistani American as well, just because even though I was born and raised here, my parents did not let me forget or let me not know my culture. They were very good at instilling it in me, but also because like I feel like I wasn't born in Pakistan, but like I know my culture well enough to say that I'm a Pakistani American and not just an American or just a Pakistani.
So like our culture is very enforced, not enforced in a bad way, but just like practiced a lot in our household and in our entire
It's just like our
family.
everyday life.
It's like everyday life.
Yeah, like eating, like what you wear to sleep even is like.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's just the way we live.
Yeah.
Just like growing up, like the little things I used to do at home in Pakistan, we just kept doing them here. Like we never forgot those things. So I guess
I think it's also the fact that we like our culture and like it's
Yeah.
fun to us and like
it's something we like hold on to.
and it's
because
fun.
We want to forget
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Not only fun but like I don't know. I feel
we
like culture
appreciate
can.
it.
Yeah, that me feel good to be an immigrant. When we order lunch, it's only chili shrimp. Mixing up masala with the militant. Shooters on die, but the smile very innocent. Who that is? Who that is? Big Papa, forest shit with the Timberland.